Welcome back to the Maven Matriarch. This is episode 6, and today I want to talk about something that feels universal for moms. It's this constant sense that there's just not enough hours in the day. Between kids, our careers, managing our homes, maintaining our relationships, our own needs slip to the very bottom of that list. Self-care feels like a luxury, and we don't have time for that. Personal growth is non-existent. Dreams, learning feels almost indulgent. Here's the truth. If you don't carve out time for yourself, no one will hand it over to you. Time is not found. It's created. And in this episode, I want to show you not only how I've wrestled with this, but also give you some practical shifts I've made to reclaim my own time. And by the end of this episode, I'll walk you through a 15-20 minute transformation routine that feels both luxurious and grounding. And it's something that you can actually start doing today. So let me start with some honesty, right? For a long time, I told myself, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. The baby needs me. The house needs me. The business needs me. The whole world needs me, right? I convinced myself that if I paused even for a moment, even for 15 minutes, everything would fall apart. The truth, things were actually already falling apart because I was exhausted. I was short-tempered with my husband. I looked in the mirror and I didn't even recognize myself. I felt like a shell of what I once was. And here's the thing. I was waiting for some magical moment where that would shift. Some magical moment where the calendar would just free up, where I could have some time and some space to breathe. That moment never came. One day I realized that if I didn't fight for my own space, no one would do it for me. And it wasn't selfish, it was survival. Because a burned out mom can't pour into her kids, cannot pour into her marriage or her business with love and intention. What I learned was that time is not something that you stumble across in the couch cushions, like if you're looking for change, okay? It's something that you claim. And that starts with boundaries. I had to stop saying, well, I'll do it when whatever, and start saying, you know what? I'm doing it now. That means 15 minutes for me is not non-negotiable. It is not negotiable. It's not, oh, if the baby naps long enough or if the dishes are done. No. It's scheduled. The same way I would schedule a meeting, I schedule time for me. And here's the kicker. You think 15 minutes is nothing? 15 minutes can change everything. You don't need a 2-hour spa. Okay? You don't need a whole weekend retreat. If you take 15 minutes of intentional, ritualistic care, that can shift your whole energy. So let me break it down for you into real strategies that work. Okay? So first, you're going to take audit of your time. Okay? Look at your day. Look at it in half an hour blocks for just 2 days to start. Okay? You're going to write down where your energy goes. You're going to notice patterns coming through. Okay? You're scrolling on your phone for hours, waiting in car lines, which sometimes is inevitable. You're tidying in circles, right? And I know I'm guilty of that. This shows you exactly where you can reclaim minutes in the day. Second, you're going to review your micro moments. So stop waiting for giant chunks of time. And this has helped me a lot personally in my day because no day looks the same. I have so many different things going on. And with a toddler, you know that things can change. Things get thrown out of routine all the time. Okay. So you're going to stack your self care into what's already happening. This is key. So if I'm nursing, I'm meditating while I'm nursing. Okay. If I am, you know, sitting there and I notice that my toddler is enjoying independent play, right, in her room because she wants to, I take my journal and I journal during that time. I listen to a podcast either on my walk with my daughter or while I'm in the shower, okay, or while I'm cooking a meal. Small does not mean that it's insignificant. What you'll realize is that it compounds over time and so beneficial. The next thing is to protect your yes. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to yourself. Okay? I had to learn that no is not a rejection, it's protection. Protection from me, protection for the minutes that I'm trying to create. And this may be more difficult for some because, like me, I want to please everyone, especially the ones that I love, right? And I tend to say yes, even when that doesn't suit me and it doesn't benefit me. But we're all here, we're all learning together, and it's okay to say no with respect, with love. And lastly, ritualize it. This is so important because the difference between rushed self care and transformative self care is ritual. Okay, light the candle. I've got my candle lit right here. Light that candle, play the music, brew the tea, create moments with sensory anchor that tells your body and your mind that this is my time. That's where the luxury comes in. I do this with almost everything, right? When I'm making a meal and I want it to feel ritualistic, I light my candle, I put music on, I put jazz on, and it just creates such a good time for me. Still watching my daughter, but I'm in the zone. I'm in the moment. When I'm doing my facials, my weekly facials, I do the same thing. This will transform the way you view taking time out of your day for you. Now, I want to gift you something. This is something that I use myself. Okay, let me break it down. This is a 15-minute ritual that feels like a reset button. Okay, it's a reset button for your body, for your mind, and for your spirit. Here's how it flows. Okay, so for the first couple minutes, right, set the scene. Light a candle. You can light incense or even use a diffuser with essential oils. You want to put on calming or even empowering music, depending on your mood. Close the door. Literally create a boundary, right? Breathe and stretch. Sit comfortably. Inhale deeply for about 4 counts. Exhale for 6 counts. Do that 5 times. You'll feel immediately a calming, a difference. Then stretch your arms. Stretch your arms over your head. Roll your shoulders. Loosen your neck. This is releasing all the tension in that area. Let your body know that it is safe to do so. Then, for the next few minutes, Journal, open a notebook, reflect, write down 3 things weighing on your mind, and then release them on the paper. Then write down 3 intentions or desires for how you want to feel today. Not what you want to do, right? That's different, but what you want to feel. Then comes the visualization. Close your eyes. Imagine that you are the highest version of yourself, the version of you who is rested, radiant, and confident. See her walking through the day. Notice how she speaks. Notice how she moves and how she feels. And step into her. Now, this is the luxurious part. End with something tactile and nourishing. So, what I mean by that, apply maybe a face oil slowly. I like to massage hand lotion into my hands, right? Or massage my, lotion my body. It could be something simple. Sip a warm cup of tea, but the key is to seal the ritual with physical care. That lets your body know that this is real, right? So that's it. 15 minutes. Here is the secret to this. The secret is consistency. When you do this consistently, it's not just self-care anymore. It's self-remembering. It's reclaiming your power every single day. And that is what this space is about. We help women remember who they are and to step into that. So if you've been telling yourself you don't have time, I want you to hear me. You do. It just won't appear out of nowhere. You have to claim it fiercely and unapologetically. And 15 minutes is enough to begin. So I'm giving you the tools. This week, I want you to try this transformation routine at least 3 times. Protect it, ritualize it, make it your own. Treat it as sacred because you are sacred. Thank you so much for joining me on the Maven Matriarch. I hope you're leaving with tools, inspiration, and a reminder that you are worth the time. You're worth the time and you're worth the care that you give so freely to others. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with another mom who needs this message because none of us are meant to do this alone. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, I'm Bianca Berg. I want you to keep stepping into your power, your grace, and your abundance. We'll see you next week.